Hey, good morning, everyone. How we doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Let me get some music turned off here. Remember which one it was. Oh, there it is. Turn off. There we go. Hey, good morning, members. How are you? Glad to have all my friends here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Do we have anybody over here yet? There we go. Couple. Okay. Good morning. Hey, Emma, Carmen. How you guys doing? Jim, Raleigh, Joe, Bill, Gold. How's everything going with you? Hey, Alan. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody made a little bit of money yesterday. And then the second is I hope everybody was just, you didn't make any, but maybe you didn't lose any. So that's a good day. That's a good day. All right. Let's take a quick peek at the market here. Oh, hey, before we get too started, too carried away here, for those that are not Hit and Run Candlestick members, we'd love to have you members. And to maybe help you make that decision, this is the last day for the free 14-day trial. So you can sign up for that. And then we'll get right along. We'll get on with our phone call. I'll talk to you. I'll try to help you do what I can and get you where you're making money. That's the whole idea of trading, right? That's like going to work for an ice cream shop. I don't know. Why would we go to work for an ice cream shop? To eat ice cream or to make money? Well, I'd never make it an ice cream shop. One, I'd be overweight and I would eat up all my profits. So that wouldn't work out. Okay, so let's just see. I've got the SPY up here. Nasty day yesterday, and today looks like we're going to be a little bit more nasty. I have a target of 671.35 here. Basically, it's no science. It's nothing that anybody can't figure out. I've got no secret weapon here. Right there is the low. But then, or is it? Because if I put my little tool on here that I really like a lot, it says maybe we go a little bit lower, just a tiny bit maybe, huh? So, yeah, here's the 50% retracement line, and we break that, then this is where I'm coming to, 668, and that's below that red bar. We start getting a little bit tipsy here, and then we've got this dotted deuce here at 657. So be careful. If you jump into longs, if you think the market is ready to bounce, don't let the bounce sucker you into getting into something. So be cautious. Make sure the chart's set up. Very important, okay? If we take a look at the Qs here, Qs aren't looking so good. There's targets I have on the Qs already. There we are, 602-ish, and then down here to 695-ish. And if we break that, of course, there's plenty room to move down. So, yeah, I think we're in a little bit of trouble. IWM, we're in trouble until we're not, okay? That's the way trading is. You're bullish until you're not. You're in trouble till you're not. That's exactly what trading is, okay? You follow the charts, you follow the candlesticks, and they can change within a half a day. They can change in 2 days. They can change in 2 months. But it's all about what is the market doing now based on the charts, and then what is the charts doing now based on the chart. So it could change any time, and that's what we want to keep our eyes on. For whatever it's worth, IWM held up very well, while the mags, well, they just did not. Just as simple as that. They just did not. And I have no reason to believe that this is a place to get bullish. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and say, "Oh, looky, support." Yeah, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But support is created by buyers, and we need to see buyers right here, then support. Otherwise, it's just a line on the chart. That's all it is. Take a look at IYT. IYT, that's not looking so great. I have a couple of things I want you to check out over here if I can find them. There they go. We've got some earnings that I think might be important to keep in mind. J&J, Schwab, PLD, TEL, TFC, TRF, Halliburton, and TDY. These all have some earnings. So be a little careful when you're trading. Remember, we're still in that earnings time. Some people don't care about earnings, and that's okay. But if you care about earnings, maybe you want to be in it. Maybe you don't want to be in it. You know what I mean? Let me close this out. I've also got some upgrades here. Whoops, not there. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. So a few things were upgraded. Intel was upgraded. Chevron was upgraded. And SAP was downgraded. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind. Keep an eye on that. Since Intel was upgraded, let's go take a look. Yeah, look at that. And here I've got targets on this, almost 56, and then up here a little higher. Right now, we're just nice consolidation, looking for that breakout there. So Intel's looking pretty good. I've got that on my watch list. So yeah, Intel's looking good. T23 from yesterday. Yesterday held up very well. I guess it was the small cap IWM that held it up. Overall, the T21-28, there were no new highs made. In fact, new lows were made of the stocks that's holding over the 40-period moving average. That's the way I look at this. So this represents stocks holding over or under the 40-period moving average. And on those, you can see that new lows were made, not new highs, okay? All right, let me grab a drink of water here. Anybody have any charts you want to toss out there? More than welcome to. If not, where to go? That's interesting. There it is. I have 8 monitors and I still need more monitors. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. All right. Let's take a look at HAL. HAL is, that's in buy territory right now. HAL's looking pretty good. I've got a target right there at 35.50 and then on up at 38. When I'm looking at these, and this is a typical road to wealth account, and those that follow along on the road to wealth accounts, it's healthy, it's doing very well. I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more, especially as we get to the end of the month, because at the end of the month, my year will end and I will start year 2 for the double. I did some numbers on it last night. I think it's up 123%, or 2.5 times is what it's up in that year. So my goal will be to beat that next year, and absolutely plan to. So anyone who would like to follow along on that road to wealth account, do so. At any time, please ask me to share it with you. I'd love to do that. Okay. So, but this is a typical chart. You know, you get a chart that's trending up. Price is above the T line. T line is above the trend indicator. We have this pop the upside, and then you have a rest. That's a very typical trade that I trade in that account. And we're looking for those profit on the way up and take profit into strength. Let's take a look at one more here. Take a look at BKD. Nice, beautiful trend. 50-period moving average is rising. Price is above the T line. T line is above the trend indicator. This is not hard, really. See how simple it is? See how simple it is? You buy and then you sell into strength. Pretty simple. Hey, yes, you're looking at some Bank of America short? Absolutely. And I agree with you. I looked at that last night. This is a blue ice failure. We're setting up with a nice little box right here. Any weakness, that's definitely a short. Anybody that's already in it short, way to go. You're a step ahead. But this is looking fantastic. for a short. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good morning, David. Let's see, what else do we have here? Take a look at AREC. AREC. This is set up how we've moved up over that 50 period moving average. And now you see how we're consolidating here. We're real tight. That becomes a buy. This becomes my target I want to shoot for. But because there's a big spread there, we want to make sure that there's not little price action targets along the way, like that right there. Like this right there. So there's a few, there's 3 targets that I see. We'll put the third one up for you. There you go. There you go. Just like that. Pretty easy. So target. So if bought, this is 14%. So let's think about this. 14%, you buy an option, if you bought an option, and this is a pretty low stock. But if you did, then we're talking what? Over 20%, 25%. And then this moves up. This is going to be closer to 40%. That'll be closer to 60, maybe 70% up there. And just the stock alone, we're up 14%. 40, that's 33%. And now we're up here 53%. Finding these good stocks are easy to do. I can absolutely teach you how to do that, give you all the scans for it. It's no problem. Along with entries, stops, and exits. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Mike. Good morning to you, sir. MYK. Yeah. One for the watch list. Now, I'm personally going to wait for a buy signal. You may be doing the same thing. You're just pointing this chart out as a possibility. I totally see it. So here we've rallied up and we've pulled back. We stopped right here at the 50 period moving average. I start seeing buyers come in. I'm going to get interested in that. Absolutely. Nice chart. Yeah. Let's do this too. Let's take this low and take this high. And then take that tail, come up to that low. And there's just some pretty good targets. Let me adjust this. There we go. There's some pretty good targets. Let's see here. There we go. 1, 2, and 3, just like that. Okay. Very nice on that one. I love it. Let me make sure I flag it. Thanks for these, because I flag them and I go through them, and they might become trades. Appreciate it. LABU is another one. Yeah, boy. Look at that trend. Look at that trend. You've got a nice candle yesterday. It looks like we're doing okay today. That's in buy territory. I'm going to flag that one. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. XBI. Did I have the wrong chart? Oh, maybe I did. XBI. Sorry about that. Yeah, very much the same one we looked at. That's a bullish chart. Here's pop up. Look at the consolidation. This is just flat trading right here. Nice bullish piercing candle, or a belt hold, some might call this. Nice doji here. That's a bullish chart. Thank you very much. Thanks, John, for keeping me on the right track, okay? Hey, Coach says that he thinks this market is going to turn green pretty soon. Coach, I think I agree with you. Pretty soon, could it be a day? Could it be a week? Pretty soon is sort of, but I totally agree with you. What we just need to do now is find that bottom and get those buyers in there, and then that'll help turn it around. But I do agree with you. Here's the weekly chart. And we have not completely broke down yet. Not completely. We're right on the edge, and we're on that edge of bullishness too. On the edge of going bullishness. We're right on that edge, but I'm with you, Coach. Yeah. Let's see, Rick. Maybe Start doing the stop loss in the trend line since this year is your good point. Excuse me. Now, for those that don't know, this is the year where I refuse to take big losses. I'm upfront about this in the Road to Wealth account. December was horrible. It was ugly. And it was all because I didn't close my positions out when I should have, working on hope. I took a pair of scissors and I cut that hope up in a million pieces, threw it right out the window. So yeah, you're right. We probably should. So let's look at AG. So here's AG moving up. So we're just running to new highs. This is really simple. It either does or it doesn't. So pick your stop. What would tell you this thing is not working? And I'm going to run over the 3-bar chart real quick. Take a look at it. I'm just about right. So right there, anything below 22.48, I'd be out of that like a hot potato. And then anything above that, well, let it work. Let it do its thing. But below, out like a hot potato. Really simple on these. Let's take a look at another one. Here, let's take a look at one I'm in real life. So here's LAC. There you go. Let's clean that up. So I'm in LAC in real life. I own this with real money in my real Road to Wealth account. Had somebody ask if it was real money the other day, so kind of ticked me off actually. But yes, it is real money. Okay, so I'm looking at this here and I'm thinking, I've got, here, let's go do this. There's my targets. We're at target 1 right now. There's target 2, target 3. Let me move this out of the way. And let's talk about a stop. Well, I'm going to come over here to the 3-bar chart. I do this fairly often. I look at the chart to decide where that stop might be. Okay. I see where that stop's going to be. And then let's put a stop in. Right about there. Now, admittedly, that's kind of far away, but that's what I am going to use for a stop. So that would tell me that this chart pattern is broken. If we get below 545 right here, that will tell me that this chart pattern is broken. That, where is, there, we'll use this. So if we get down here like that, let's draw this out in a couple of candles. Say we do that and do that. That breaks this run right here. That breaks all this right here. You know, come to think about it, I think I might adjust that to right there. When I drew that, I saw it differently. So you see this shelf right here? See that shelf? We broke out to some new highs and we stayed there. If we break down below that shelf, that's where I'm going to be stopped out. Now that puts my stop in the neighborhood of a little over 3.5% based on today's candle right there. Okay. So LAC. Here's one that I would like to be in, Abbott. I'd like to be in Abbott here. Right now, I can tell you that stop-wise would be right there. There's target, or there's entry. There's target 1, target 2, target 3. Is that what you meant by that, Alan? Is that right? Let's see. Does anybody have any more? I don't want to miss any. Lisa's asking, do I physically use stops or manually? Manually. I don't physically put a stop in. I'm here all day long. And I'm a big boy. You know, I should be able to manage my stops. But personally, I just manage them. So if it comes down, then I'll stop it out. Here's another thing that sometimes I don't. Let me get my drawing tool. Good question, by the way. Thank you very much. See this price comes down here intraday, right? Comes down like that. I don't stop that out. I tend to wait for the end of the day. Doesn't mean I always do. There's a couple things, reasons why I wouldn't, but for the most part, if it comes down here, I'll wait toward the end of the day to make sure it doesn't pop back up and give us some sort of a, some sort of a tail on there. So I will do that. If you put a hard stop in there, it'll just take it out. Okay. Hello, H-Man. How you doing? Is there time for cutting the cord while still in some profit? QBTS? Gotta read that again. Is it time to cut the cord while still some profit left? Today might be the day. Yeah, today might be the day. If it gets below the 50, that's absolutely yes. Yeah, absolutely. Great question. Okay, fantastic. While you still have profits, what would be wrong with closing this out while you still have profits? Keep your eyes on the chart, because this is one that's on my hot list. It's just not doing anything today. So you close it out. You take what profits you have. Maybe today, who knows? Maybe tomorrow, maybe 3 days from now. That happens. And you haven't missed a thing. In fact, you've made a little bit of money, and maybe now you can get back in. Something to think about. Something to think about. Let's see here. Take a look at IBKR. IBKR is one that I would like to buy. Now, I have to admit, that is one absolutely ugly chart right there. I mean, you talking about, it's like a builder that has no sense of building at all. None. Nevertheless, I'm interested in buying it. So I'm watching it pretty closely, and I think where I might be interested in buying it here is up here. Why did that do that? There we go. Here's where I might be interested in buying it at. Now, I probably have this on the alerts, so let's, I'm guessing. So let's take this. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to take it off the alerts. There we go. And then we're going to add a new alert. There you go. So if IBKR starts to break out, I'm going to look at buying it right here. And we're going to be breaking out on a J hook, all-time new highs up here. What else do we have? I think a few people are looking at Oxy. Oxy is one that let's do this. Let's put a I'm going to put my stop right here, right about there. And yeah, nice. First target. There's going to be a second target in there too. There we go. First target, second target, and then on up. Hey, for those that's not in our Discord account, you're more than welcome to come on over. It's free. I am trying to promote everybody to put their charts out there. We're getting better at it. Members, if you want to, you can, but you get far more in the trading room. But for those that's interested in our Discord, we'll more than welcome you, okay? All righty. You guys take care. Have a very, two last questions here. 3 last questions here. Okay, let's look. BITO, still not along. If you're short, stay short. Nothing about that says to be a buyer just yet. Nothing at all, in fact. So on the watch list, I've got them on my watch list watching for it. When it starts to be a buyer, I'll be one of those, believe me. And then Wells Fargo short. That would be yes. Wells Fargo is definitely short. First target right here at 84.31, followed by second target at $80.50. SPSX, is that right? SPX, there we go. SPX continues downside. Yes, it does. I think would definitely move a little bit lower. Take a look at the SPY, and you can see pre-market here that we're we've already made a lower low today. So I suspect we get into this yellow line here and the 50% retracement. Okay. All righty. I've got to go. Need to get a drink. For some reason, my throat feels like I've been out in the desert for a long while. Well, you guys take care. Thank you. See you in about 30 minutes.